In a quiet town surrounded by green hills and golden fields, two boys grew up side by side, Arman and Zayan. Arman came from a wealthy family. His house was big, his toys were expensive, and his future seemed already written. Zayan, on the other hand, came from a poor family. He lived in a small home, wore second-hand clothes, and often showed up at school with torn shoes and an empty lunchbox. But that didn't matter. Arman and Zayan were best friends. They laughed together, studied together, and shared dreams under the stars. While others at school teased Zayan for his clothes or the fact that he was poor, Arman always stood up for him. "Money doesn't make a person great," Arman would say. "Zayan is the smartest kid I know." Zayan was hurt by the teasing, but he kept going. Deep down, he promised himself that one day he'd prove that where you come from doesn't define where you're going. Years passed. Zayan's love for science grew. He fixed radios, built small gadgets from scrap, and won every school science fair. Arman was always there, cheering the loudest. But after school, life hit hard. Zayan couldn't afford college. He started working at a garage just to help his family. One evening, Arman came to visit. He was about to leave for university abroad. "I want you to come with me," Arman said. Zayan was shocked. "But I can't afford it." "You won't have to," Arman replied. "My family will sponsor your studies. You deserve this chance." Zayan's eyes filled with tears. "Why would you do that for me?" "Because," Arman smiled, "you believed in yourself when no one else did. Now it's time someone believes in you too." And so, Zayan joined Arman at university. He studied harder than ever, late nights in the library, early mornings in the lab. He had one dream: to build a solar device that could bring electricity to poor villages like his. He entered his invention into a national competition. Nervous and unsure, he stepped onto the stage and presented his project. When he finished, the room was silent, then erupted in applause. Within weeks, Zayan became known as the genius from the garage. With Arman by his side, he launched a startup called Light Hope. In just a few years, his solar devices lit up homes across 15 countries. Zayan became a millionaire, but more importantly, he became a symbol of hope. He built schools, gave scholarships, and returned to his town as a hero. But he never forgot Arman. At award shows, at interviews, even during speeches, Zayan always said one thing: "Without Arman, I'd still be fixing engines in a garage. He gave me the ladder. I just climbed." Years later, both friends returned to their old school. Standing before hundreds of students, Zayan looked at his best friend and said, "People laughed at me. They called me poor. But this guy, he never laughed. He stood by me every step of the way. He believed in me when no one else did." Then he looked at the students and said, "Your background doesn't decide your future. Hard work, kindness, and true friends do. Like and subscribe for more inspirational videos.